The story begins with the main character, Anita Needy, in a mental asylum. Her behavior is extremely aggressive and abnormal. A nurse approaches Needy, asking her to eat her food, but Needy responds by hitting the nurse and spitting on her face. As punishment, Needy is locked in a dark, high-security room. While confined, Needy begins to reflect on her past. She remembers her life before the asylum and thinks about her best friend, Jennifer. The story then shifts to the past, focusing on a village called Devil's Kettle, where both Needy and Jennifer lived. The village gets its name from a mysterious waterfall. All the water from the waterfall flows into a deep hole, and no one has ever discovered where the water goes. Many scientists, researchers, and curious individuals have tried to solve the mystery, but all have failed. Returning to the main story, Jennifer is portrayed as a popular, beautiful, and well-liked girl in their college. In contrast, Anita Needy is the complete opposite of her best friend. Despite being best friends, their personalities are vastly different. Jennifer is outgoing and famous, while Needy is shy, reserved, and not as attractive or popular. Needy also has a boyfriend named Chip, but she often prioritizes Jennifer over him. For example, when Jennifer suggests they go to a local bar at night to watch a band perform, Needy agrees without hesitation, valuing Jennifer's plans over spending time with Chip. At the bar, Jennifer becomes infatuated with one of the band members, Nikolai. She offers him a drink and starts flirting with him. However, when Jennifer approaches Nikolai, Needy overhears him making disrespectful comments about Jennifer to a friend. Needy tells Jennifer about this, but Jennifer dismisses it, telling Needy to ignore it. As the band begins their performance, a short circuit causes a fire to break out in the bar. The fire spreads quickly, and everyone scrambles to escape. Needy manages to break a toilet window and helps Jennifer escape. The entire bar is engulfed in flames, and the situation becomes chaotic as people struggle to save themselves. The scene is chaotic as people scream and flee from the burning bar. Everyone manages to escape, and outside, band member Nikolai approaches Jennifer. He invites her to join him in his van, promising they'll have a lot of fun. Needy warns Jennifer not to go, but Jennifer ignores her and gets into the van with Nikolai and his friends. Needy is left behind, watching helplessly as Jennifer drives away. The sadness and worry are evident on Needy's face. Needy returns home, deeply concerned. She calls her boyfriend Chip and tells him everything that happened. She explains that Jennifer left with Nikolai and his friends and expresses her fear that they might harm Jennifer. Needy even shares her concern that Jennifer could be raped. While on the phone, Needy hears a doorbell outside her house. She goes to check, but finds no one there. As she turns to go back inside, she hears strange noises from within the house. When she enters, she is shocked to see Jennifer sitting there, badly injured. Jennifer's face is covered in blood, and she gives Needy a creepy smile. Needy is terrified. Jennifer then opens the fridge, grabs raw chicken, and starts eating it. She screams and shouts in a terrifying manner and eventually vomits black liquid. After frightening Needy, Jennifer leaves the house. The next day, Jennifer returns looking completely normal. This is a stark contrast to her bloody, wounded state the previous night. Now she appears more active, energetic, and bold than ever before. Both Needy and Jennifer are in their classroom, where their teacher expresses sorrow for the people who died in the bar fire. Jennifer, however, laughs at the teacher and mocks him, showing a drastic change in her behavior. Needy is deeply worried and confused by Jennifer's transformation. She confides in Chip, telling him about Jennifer's strange visit the night before. Needy describes how Jennifer didn't seem like herself, as if something evil had taken over her. She emphasizes how Jennifer's behavior was bizarre and unsettling. The story takes a darker turn as Jennifer meets the captain of the college football team, who is grieving the loss of friends in the bar fire. Jennifer taunts her and lures her into the forest near the school. There, Jennifer seduces her, and as this happens, animals and birds gather around, watching intently. The scene becomes eerie as Jennifer's face transforms. Her teeth grow larger, and she takes on a monstrous appearance. She kills the football captain, who screams in agony as she dies. The scream is heard by a college professor, who investigates and discovers the captain's mutilated body. Meanwhile, Needy and Jennifer talk on the phone. Needy is distraught over the recent deaths in their town, but Jennifer dismisses her concerns, telling her to relax and move on. In a chilling moment, Jennifer sets her tongue on fire with a lighter, but it doesn't burn. She declares to Needy, "I am God, I am God." A month passes, and Jennifer's condition worsens. She no longer looks energetic or bold. Instead, she appears sick, tired, and drained, a stark contrast to her earlier vibrant self. Now we see a student approach Jennifer, inviting her to go to cinema for some fun. Jennifer declines but suggests they meet at night instead. She invites him to an unfinished house under construction. When night falls, Jennifer meets the boy at the house. As they talk, Jennifer's eyes begin to change color, terrifying the boy. Suddenly, Jennifer kills him and starts eating his flesh raw, consuming his body. Meanwhile, Needy is with her boyfriend, Chip, but she is haunted by nightmares about Jennifer. She feels that Jennifer is in trouble and rushes out of her house in a panic. While on the road, Jennifer appears in front of Needy, bleeding and acting strangely. Jennifer jumps onto the windshield of Needy's car, scaring her so much that Needy flees and returns home. When Needy tries to sleep, she sees Jennifer in her room, appearing completely normal. Needy is confused and frightened, unable to understand what is happening. She tells Jennifer to leave, but Jennifer reassures her, saying, "Don't worry. We are best friends. I will tell you the truth about what happened that night." Jennifer is referring to the night of the bar fire, as Needy has seen Jennifer in both her monstrous and normal forms. Needy insists on knowing the truth, and Jennifer begins to explain. Jennifer reveals that on the night of the bar fire, when she left with the band members in their van, they took her to the waterfall. Nikolai, the band member, and his friends were devil worshippers. They believed that sacrificing a virgin would bring them success in their music career. When they asked Jennifer if she was a virgin, she said yes. They planned to kill her and offer her as a sacrifice to the devil. However, it turns out Jennifer was not actually a virgin, which is why she survived the ritual. But after surviving, she was possessed by the devil, who took control of her body. Jennifer explains that after the sacrifice, the band members became famous, but she was left with the devil inside her. When she woke up, she was extremely hungry, which is why she came to Needy's house that night. As Needy's best friend, Jennifer knew she would never harm her. She opened the fridge and ate raw chicken to satisfy her hunger. Jennifer also tells Needy that when she eats human flesh and her stomach is full, she gains extraordinary powers. To demonstrate, Jennifer cuts her hand, and it heals instantly, proving her devilish abilities. After hearing all this, Needy is terrified. She tells Jennifer to leave and refuses to talk to her anymore. Jennifer then jumps out of Needy's second-floor window, which is about 12 to 13 feet high, and lands safely on the ground. This shocking act leaves Needy even more frightened. Determined to understand what is happening, Needy goes to her town's library and reads paranormal books. Through her research, she learns that the band made a mistake by assuming Jennifer was a virgin. The story continues with Needy discovering that the only way to save Jennifer from the devil's control is to stab her in the heart. According to the paranormal book she read, there is no other solution. Needy shares this information with her boyfriend, Chip, but he dismisses her concerns, suggesting she see a psychiatrist instead. He doesn't believe in the supernatural explanation and thinks Needy is overreacting. Needy also learns that Jennifer must kill and eat people to maintain her beauty and youth. If she doesn't, she will lose her attractive appearance. This horrifies Needy, especially when she realizes that Jennifer might target Chip. A few days later, a dance function is held at their college, and Needy is worried that Jennifer might kill someone there. She warns Chip not to attend, but he ignores her, assuring her that nothing will happen. On the day of the function, Needy waits anxiously for Chip, but he doesn't show up. Jennifer is also absent, which makes Needy even more nervous. Fearing the worst, Needy leaves the function and rushes home. She finds out from Chip's house that he left to attend the function, so she runs back in a panic. Meanwhile, Chip encounters Jennifer on the way. Jennifer manipulates him, claiming that Needy is having an affair with someone else and doesn't truly care about him. She lures Chip to a ruined building, using her seductive tactics. However, Chip resists, declaring his love for Needy. This angers Jennifer, and she attacks Chip in her monstrous form, biting his throat and trying to kill him. Needy arrives just in time to witness the horrifying scene. She sees Jennifer attacking Chip, who is bleeding heavily. Needy jumps in to save him, pushing Jennifer away and spraying something in her face to distract her. Jennifer, now furious, declares that she can kill not only boys but also girls. Using her devilish powers, Jennifer begins to fly in the air, intensifying the fight. As Jennifer prepares to kill Needy, the injured Chip grabs a rod and stabs Jennifer in the stomach. Jennifer, severely wounded and losing blood, retreats. Chip, however, succumbs to his injuries and dies in Needy's arms. Devastated and filled with rage, Needy vows to take revenge on Jennifer. Needy goes to Jennifer's house, where a brutal fight breaks out between the two. During the struggle, Jennifer bites Needy's throat, transferring some of her devilish powers to her. Despite the injury, Needy manages to stab Jennifer in the heart with a knife, killing her and ending the devil's control over her. Jennifer's mother arrives and sees Needy standing over her daughter's lifeless body. The movie then circles back to the beginning, explaining why Needy is in a mental asylum. She was imprisoned for killing Jennifer, but the bite she received during their fight has given her supernatural powers. Needy is no longer the same person. She has become aggressive and possesses devilish abilities. Using these powers, she escapes from the asylum by flying out of the window. Needy heads to the waterfall where Jennifer was sacrificed and retrieves the knife Nikolai used. She then hitchhikes to the location where the band is performing. After their concert, the band members are seen partying and using drugs in their room. Suddenly, someone enters and brutally kills all of them. The scene doesn't reveal the killer's identity at first, but CCTV footage later shows Needy leaving the room, confirming that she was the one who murdered the band members.